Hey guys, what's happening? It's Katie Churchill, and as I promised in my last video, I wanted to make a video talking about emotions. And what I want to talk about them is I understood a long time ago how important emotions really were in our life, and I was always confused that in school we weren't taught things like this, you know, like the importance, the life skills of how to deal with our emotions, how to deal with other people's emotions. Because it's pretty much what is the guiding force in our life, right? Like, we're all looking to love and be loved, and love is an emotion. It's an emotion. You know, the way we feel about our bodies is an emotion. The way we feel about attracting a soulmate is an emotion. It's all emotional. It really is all emotional. While there is, you know, a logical side to things, I have found always that emotion trumps logic and mind and analytics and stuff. Even though for a long time I really felt like, oh, I'm too whatever, I'm too loosey-goosey, I need to, like, you know, strap down and put my boots on. And for years I did, you guys. I kind of, for a while, said, okay, screw this modeling and dance thing, like, I need to just be a good girl, grow up, you know, get serious. And it's honestly, it's had its you know, moments where it was cool, but for the most part it was not cool. Like, I'm grateful because it brought me to where I am now. It just definitely is not me, and it's taken me a long time to understand that I can be wealthy and be successful just being me. And this is something that is like layer after layer. Now, just being me and without pushing and forcing and creating businesses, you know, it's like I've had so many revelations over the past few months about money and about, you know, the hamster wheel, and how it's like, you know, if you guys have read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, he has the cash flow quadrant. Well, all four of those are actually rat races. Seriously, they're all rat races. Whether, you know, he says get out of the rat race and get on the right side of big business and investor, but even that is a rat race, you guys. Even that is a rat race. I was fortunate to meet the cream of the crop in industries of that, you know, in those industries, and watch their lives and go, that's not what I want. Like, I don't want a lot of money and a lot of responsibility. I just don't. And for a long time, I really thought, you know, that was the only way to go about it. And so, back to the emotion thing. So how does this all tie in? So we get to a point where we realize, okay, we want to feel good. It really, like, I want to feel good. I want to feel happy every day. But we also know that we have these feelings. We have anger, we have frustration, we have jealousy, we have revenge, we have all these things. And you start to go into spiritual development and personal development and reading about, okay, how do you process them? What do you do about them? What tools can you find to work on them? And I had found a couple tools that worked, just it just didn't feel complete. It wasn't to the level that I felt complete and satisfied and like an unconditional love about it. And so for a while I was doing, you know, the script. I did the Feelings Buried Alive, which is this awesome, you know, it tells you an emotion and the opposite of it. It tells you, you know, it goes through time and space, eliminating this pattern within you. It says eliminate it, you know, or the EFT, the tapping, you know, even though I feel this way, I love and approve myself. Now, those are great tools. They really are. The thing that was missing for me was, number one, of trying to go from this, like, oh, horrible feeling to being like, yay, I'm excited, you know. It was so jerky, and it was as if it was not really dealt with, like the negative things, like they weren't really dealt with and they weren't really accepted. It was like, okay, I know I feel them. Okay, I know I feel them. I accept that I feel them. You know, now let's get rid of them, rather than being okay with all of it. You know, and rather, you know, it's like, oh, people say just focus on the positive, and it's like the negative serves us. You know, your ego serves you. People, how do I get rid of my ego? How do I get rid of my negative thoughts? And it's like, it serves you. It's constantly shifting and guiding you around, you know, on the highway of life, you know, moving you around to where you want to go. So the tool that I have found the most effective as of April 26, 2011, that I've been using for the past few months, has been Abraham Hicks' emotional guidance scale. And it's something, you know, that Jason had actually found years ago. And when I met him, he was 100% in the flow. Everything he had easily. He manifested being business partners with Jonathan Budd easily. He manifested coming to Hawaii and a 6-bedroom, 5-bath house easily. He manifested me pretty easily. He was in the flow and he was using these teachings. And like all of us, when we really get into personal growth and spiritual growth, we start reading a lot because we're so hungry, we're so interested, and so we read this and we read that and we get a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and then before you know it, it's like some of it starts contradicting the other one, and you'll find out very quickly as I start talking that pretty much all personal development conflicts with what I am currently living in my life right now. And it can be just this chaotic, you know, mass havoc in your life because you're like, wait, I know I want to do, and this person has success, and it pulls you in so many different directions. It scatters your energy, and you kind of drown in your own confusion. And so this scale, I think I'm going to maybe bring it out on the next video and actually show it with you and walk you through it, and maybe do a series now on this actually, because everything has changed for me since I've been doing this. And basically what it has you do, instead of being like, oh, I feel sad, I want to feel happy, you know, release the pattern of sadness, it has you just reach for one thought a little bit higher, and a little bit higher, and a little bit higher. So counterintuitive, right? You know, so when you're in, you know, anger, you just reach for a thought of revenge. That's so counterintuitive. You know, we've always been taught we got to get rid of the negative, we got to go, you know, I accept the sadness, now let's focus. And really, it's like really this loving and nurturing and allowing of yourself. And okay, so, you know, you go from here and then you go to revenge. And I jokingly said to Jason, I said, and to a couple of friends, I said, wow, we are so not allowed to express things that we perceive as negative. I said, could we go on, you know, Facebook right now and say, so-and-so is a faggot? How would people respond? They probably wouldn't respond very good. And it's funny to me because it is no different from saying so-and-so is beautiful. It is, number one, simply an opinion, and number two, simply a feeling. And opinions and feelings change. They always change. The only constant is change. And so it's been so liberating for Jason. I mean, I did a session with him one day where I felt like he literally dropped 2 years of his life off of his chest. Things that he was like, oh, I'm not supposed to feel that. I know I'm supposed to feel happy, or I'm supposed to celebrate other success or whatever. And just went through it and let it go, and just slowly but surely. And it was like this beautiful, like upraising journey that he and I went through together. And it felt amazing to feel it slowly come up and then feel that shift all of a sudden, where then all of a sudden you're up and up and up and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then it's like sustains you. It's like once you've allowed those things in your life and then you've moved up to that contentment and hopeful and positive expectation, then it's like it just keeps going and going and going. And then, like I was saying in my last video, the synchronicities have just been like dropping and dropping and dropping, and little things here and there, and we've just been rejoicing in all of those, like little things here and there, and just you know, validation that we're on the right track and we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. You know, it's so hysterical, right? Lady Gaga, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way, whatever. So wanted to share that. I think I'm going to actually want to do a series on that and really show you. I actually even journaled it because I was like, this is going to be really good for other people to relate to and to grasp onto with me. So thank you so much for listening, you know, to me just talk about my life and talk about where I'm at. And I always love your comments and feedback, and love that you guys, you know, love listening to me, that there's even a few people out there, a handful of people that, you know, listen to me and hear what I have to say. And I really do hope that you take something out of this, because that's always my intention, is to find things that work for me, to share them with you, try it on. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, great. Find what feels good for you. Okay, you guys, much love and much aloha from beautiful Maui, Hawaii. Until next time, the sun's going down here. It's starting to get dark. That's it. Bye.